We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we've got to go through it. And this is exactly what we have to do when it comes to shifting and getting out of emotional pain. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, my name is Christina and I help empower people on their spiritual and healing journey so they can have a more fulfilling and purposeful journey in life and know that they are actually worthy as fuck. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so then you're notified of when I post a video. Let's dive in. So if you are aware, this song I just sang was from the book We're Going on a Bear Hunt, and if you're in the country where this book is, then you would have heard of it. It's the story of a family and they are going on a bear hunt, and whilst they're going out on this bear hunt they come across different obstacles and they have to kind of overcome the obstacle, but the only way to overcome it is actually by going through it. So this is why they say we can't go over it, we can't go under it, we have to go through it. And some of these obstacles include a snowstorm, long grass, a river, and this is the perfect analogy when it comes to our own emotional pain. So you're probably thinking, well, how does my emotions compare to a children's story? When it comes to our own emotions, most of the time what we are doing is actually suppressing emotions, ignoring them and bypassing them. Because why do we do that? Because it really feels uncomfortable. We don't want to feel like we're sad all day. We don't want to feel this depression anymore. We're sick of like feeling emotional past pain, and it just feels like we're never going to be able to get out of it. And if you want to experience a safe and solid container to open up, to finally allow emotions to flow through you, I'm holding an embodiment healing workshop on the 17th of November, and I'll be guiding you through a journey to help you to bring awareness into your body. So if you want to be part of a safe community container, come and join us on the 17th of November for the workshop. The link is in the description box, or click the link in the pinned comments below, and hopefully I will see you on the 17th. So we tend to want to be in a higher vibration only, so we try to bypass our lower emotions to experience positive vibes only. You may have heard of that one, or even more, which is really cringy to me, which is love and light. I used to be very drawn to that word. I used to say it myself. It's a very new age topic, but it just really cringes me out. There's no judgment here, but I just think, oh my God, I can't believe I used to say that. But anyway, what we are doing here when we are this, we're just simply trying to get away from low vibration, because we feel that being in a low vibration is bad, and it's not. So we associate all these lower vibration or heavier dense emotions as something negative that we shouldn't be experiencing. And yes, it feels uncomfortable, but it's something we have to stop avoiding. Just like in the story, they couldn't avoid the long grass, the woods, the cave at the end with the bear in it. They had to go through it if they wanted to discover this bear. And so when it comes to our own emotions, to get out of the emotion, we have to fully feel the emotion. And unfortunately, if we continue to bypass emotions, that means going around it or ignoring it and suppressing it, this causes all sorts of problems for ourselves. Why do we have to fully feel the emotion? Because if we don't fully feel the emotion, what do we keep doing? We keep suppressing it, we keep ignoring it. And the energy of that becomes stagnant and stuck in the body, this is when it becomes a problem. When we continue to suppress and not feel our emotions, it builds up. You know, when you bottle things up, you keep it all compressed inside and you feel like a pressure cooker. You feel so much pressure because you're holding so much resentment, so much anger, you're holding all your emotions in, and you simply just have a complete blowout because you cannot take it anymore. All this emotional pain is getting stored, and then it just takes one quick little slip of the tongue from somebody. You may, something may go wrong in that day, and then you may let loose on somebody that actually doesn't deserve it. And maybe if you're anything like me, when you're really pissed off or something bad is happening in that day, or just something, you're feeling really emotional, you always get your sleeve caught on the door handle when you're in the most worst mood ever. And when that happens to me, I just blow out then. I just either cry, I just get so frustrated by that point then. So if we continue to bypass emotions, we're still holding on to the energy of anger, resentment that is stored in the nervous system. And if you have grown up with trauma, with emotional past pain, that ends up getting stored in the nervous system, we have to give ourselves permission to fully feel that, allow ourselves to release the energy of the emotion, because what is an emotion? It's energy in motion. So when we finally give ourselves permission to go all in and fully feel it and surrender to the emotion, we're allowing the energy of it to flow through us and then out of us. And sometimes we believe if we actually do give ourselves permission to go all in, fully feel the grief, the sadness, the shame, that we're not going to get out of it. We're going to be stuck in that emotion for ages. And it's not how it works. We finally come to an end with the emotion, whether it's hours of crying. Eventually the energy of the emotion will flow out of us, and then our vibration will naturally rise because the energy of the lower vibrational emotion will be released out of the body. Because we believe this, we create a lot of resistance to feeling our emotions. And we become at war with ourselves. And it's the resistance itself that is stopping us from feeling the emotion. It's not the emotion itself that we don't want to feel. If you're anything like me, I'm like, yes, I'm ready to heal, please. I want to alchemize this pain. I've got to go all in because I know it's the best for my mental health and for my physical health to get the emotion out of the body. But then we still have some kind of resistance. We're like, well, I can't feel any emotions. I feel numb. I don't know how. And it's all of this resistance that's actually mentally and also physically when we're not able to feel into our body. But also the resistance in the mind that causes us to not surrender to the emotion. And this is the stories, the beliefs around the emotion. So like I've just said, that we believe that if we give ourselves permission to fully heal and finally bring down those walls, that we're going to be stuck in the emotion, that we're going to be stuck in the anger. Anger is sacred. Anger is perfectly fine and normal and healthy. It's a human emotion. It just needs to be expressed in a very sacred and strong but healthy way. It's not something to be fearful of or shameful of. A lot of us suppress anger, and then it will end up going down to the physical tissue of our body and our nervous system and start manifesting all sorts of ailments and illnesses when we suppress the emotion. That's when the body will finally say no. So when it comes to feeling in the body level, we have to drop from the mind and into the body, drop from the story and finally feel the emotion in the body, rather than over intellectualizing it and getting stuck in that intellectualizing thought pattern of the story and the belief about the emotion. We have to just give ourselves permission to feel it in the body, bringing awareness into the body and feeling grounded and safe. And if you want to experience a safe and solid container to open up, to finally allow emotions to flow through you, I'm holding an embodiment healing workshop on the 17th of November, and I'll be guiding you through a journey to help you to bring awareness into your body. We'll also be doing some journaling, mindfulness practices, and I'll be teaching you the process of embodiment, what embodiment really means, what it's not, what the myths are, what we've been told about embodiment, and healing and alchemy. So if you want to be part of a safe community container, come and join us on the 17th of November for the workshop. The link is in the description box, or click the link in the pinned comments below, and hopefully I will see you on the 17th. So let's now bring this back into full loop. Just like the story, the bear hunt, they're finding a destination. They want to find this bear, and they see all of these obstacles. What is it? It's the river, the mud, the woods, the long grass, and they have to go through all of those different things to get to the bear's cave. And the bear cave is your emotional freedom, your emotional empowerment, the release of your emotions. But if we have been holding on to emotional pain, holding on to shame and guilt, then we may feel some resistance. Embodiment and feeling our emotions is the way forward. We have to go through it. We have to feel the emotion, go through the emotion. And then the emotional freedom, when we feel calm, it may feel unusual. It may feel uncomfortable, because the nervous system, the body, is not used to that calm, regulated state. It's used to the dysregulation, isn't it? It's used to the emotions that you've holding on to, the pain, the tension. Often our bodies are so tense because we're in survival mode a lot of the time, just with everyday life in this reality, the way systems are set up. So we are in survival mode probably about 98% of the time. So when we finally feel regulated and calm, we're like, hold on a minute, this doesn't feel right. So we create more resistance, and we believe we have to be in some kind of survival mode. And you may feel yourself like wanting to resist that and run away. And this is what happens at the end of that story too. When they finally get to the bear cave and they see the bear, they run away, they run back all through those emotions, the obstacles. And then they run back home, and then they go up the stairs and they hide under their bed sheets. And they say they're not going on a bear hunt again. And this is the thing we can get ourselves stuck in when we do that inner work, when it starts to feel uncomfortable, because sometimes it can feel uncomfortable. We can begin to cause resistance, pull back, run away. No, I don't want to feel that, because it can be painful. But it's never really the emotion itself. It's the stories we are attached to that's associated with that emotion. And so we can resist, so we can create these walls and these resistance to stop us from fully diving into our emotions and going through it, so the energy flows through us and out of us. And if you want to learn some embodiment practice tools for everyday life, come and join us on the 17th. And I will see you there. And if you are seeing no progress in your healing, you're still getting triggered, and you're not sure why, check out this video next where I dive into that exact topic, and hopefully you'll find some answers there. Much love.